Hi, my name is Lauren Parker. I'm with Southern Season. I'm a senior accountant there, and we're located in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. Right now we have four locations, and each of our big stores have different sort of entities. We have a store, we have a restaurant, and we have a cooking school. So at each restaurant, we have different restaurant departments. And then at each store, we have different retail departments. And then we have the cooking school, which is its own department. But each location is got a number. Like our Chapel Hill store is location 1, but then we have all of the retail departments that make up each department, and then you have the restaurant and you have the class. So, and then you have the GL that's, all expenses, inventory, all that stuff. So it's kind of like a 3-part GL that gets built into one. So, but a lot of the restaurant people need to see only restaurant stuff, retail people need to see retail stuff, and then cooking school want to see just cooking school stuff. And then the whole location wants to see everything at that location. And then obviously upper management wants to see everything everywhere. So you kind of have to build multiple types of reports based on who's asking you for what. Prior to Spreadsheet Server, we used Management Reporter with Dynamics GP, and that reporting system was a lot more manual. You had to manually go in the background and change your dates and make sure you weren't missing any GLs or departments or locations, because we have everything spread out all over the place. And a lot of the times you'd miss something, but you wouldn't really know it until you were trying to reconcile it. So that took up a lot more of a manual reporting system, and you had to create all kinds of different reports that still didn't really work. And there's a lot of different people that require reports all around the company that need different situations based on who they are. So you had to build those, and it's not easy like it's in Excel. It's more, I would say, IT, and I'm not an IT person. So that required a lot more time-consuming stuff, and this reporting still, if you added new GLs or departments or locations, it got left out. So you'd still have to go back and include those items once you figured out you were missing them. So it was a lot more time-consuming and just harder to use. So we mostly use Spreadsheet Server to do monthly reconciliations. I compare what's actually in our GL system to the data that is given from our POS system or from our restaurant's POS system, and I verify that the numbers match. So I use it for a lot of the reconciliation purposes. I know my supervisor, he uses it to build our financials. And those automatically, he goes through and has a different tab for each type of financial report that upper management wants him to provide them. We also use it for our cash flow. Our treasurer uses that one, and I also use GlobalSoft to pull our sales data weekly when it's not necessarily like accounting's reconciling it yet, but it's kind of just to give them fresh data as soon as we can. And I use GlobalSoft to pull that data out of our POS system and kind of update them based on each location and each department, what is going on in our locations. So we use that to kind of keep them updated as quick as possible when we can't give them financials as quickly. Spreadsheet Server has been a huge time saver because, like I said earlier, the reporting that we had to use, because we got Great Plains and we were kind of just thrown at it. We didn't get training, so we just had to kind of make up reports and try to figure it out. So that was a huge time process, and it wasn't working that well for us. And so then we looked into other avenues because they wanted reports quickly, they wanted them efficiently, and they wanted them accurate. So one of my old supervisors knew about Spreadsheet Server and got us introduced to you guys. And so when we implemented it, it immediately saved so much time for everybody in the accounting department because we were able to build the reports the way we wanted them, because all of us are much better with Excel than using some sort of reporting system we had no idea about, no training. Spreadsheet Server, we were able to use that to build the reports how we wanted them using our Excel knowledge. And then the data was coming out more accurate. We were being able to make sure that nothing was left out of the information we needed to provide, and we could build the reports based on what everyone wanted to a certain extent. So we were able to create a lot more reports, more accurate reports, and then we were so much more efficient because of how easy Spreadsheet Server was. We were able to use it and how quickly the data just comes out. You snap your fingers and it's done, instead of having to wait and run the report and then you didn't know if it was gonna leave something out or if it was gonna be exactly what you wanted. Now with Spreadsheet Server, you know instantly.